nice. It ain't just.
Everybody want the full Saturday party.
Yo, welcome to the AMF show.
Now everybody want the full Saturday party.
On Bars and Hoops Radio.
Now everybody want the full Saturday party.
Yo, every Thursday night, without a
Now
doubt.
everybody want the full Saturday party.
With our special guests, so check us out. Peace, everybody. Welcome to the AMF show. I'm one of your hosts, Big Ra, one half of the Almighty Force Brothers. I'm here with my man, the street ball legend.
Kev Young.
All right. I'm also here with the other host. Let me see, how can I say this? He's one of the best that ever did it. And yo, everybody, that's my brother.
Hey, yo, the Almighty Force Show. We're live on air. And oh, shit, watch out. Guess who's here? It's YT Shahi, half of the Almighty. Happy birthday, Kev, Big Right, man, Tiny. Smooth with it. I'm cool with it. With my Bars and Hoops family, we're making moves with it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And tonight we got a special guest, right? We got a special guest. Then this queen, she's an author. She's a songwriter. She make her own chips. You know, she got her own podcast. Introduce yourself, my sister.
What's up? Y'all already know what it is. This is Ladi Miz. Ladi Miz that handle the biz, baby.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
That's right.
All right. All right. As far as like with the basketball, my man Cam, my man Dion, they're gonna be having a camp while the kids is out of school from the 14th to the 18th over there at Eagle Academy on Linden and Merrick. So if you want to take your young ones from 5 on up to like 18, you can take them over there to their camp. You know, these 2 D1 ball players that really be putting it in for the kids. All right. Yeah. So Ladi Miz.
What's up?
If you could describe yourself in one word, what would that word be and why?
Oh, just one word. That's the hard part. Because I was sitting here like, what will one word be? I'm going to just say versatile.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
Versatile.
I can see that.
And
So go ahead,
you said why?
Yeah.
Why? Because I do many different things. I feel like, look, we only got one life to live, so let's live it to the fullest. So if I can do it, I'm gonna do it because I don't know if this is gonna be my last day. So I might as well do everything that I can do.
Yeah,
that's right.
And as we go through this, you're gonna see she's doing everything. She's doing everything. Shout out to Town Mama.
Oh, what up, Town Mama?
All right, all right.
Karen in the building.
Yes, no doubt. So the organization is from the ground up. So if you get that, you know, it's just a dope name. So if you guys give the history and some of the things, you know, from the ground up. Yeah, I know y'all have the podcast. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I know y'all have the podcast, but you know, just talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, so from the ground up, obviously, it started off as starting off with doing the podcast, right? So me and my husband, Ray, the silent assassin, sitting over there.
Ray in the building.
The silent assassin, Ray is in the building.
So we started off, it was something that I wanted to do, right? So of course, you know, I started with getting back into rapping and writing songs and stuff. And then when I started doing interviews, I was like, dang, like I really like being on the other side too, talking to people. Plus I'm a talker. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when you gotta stop me, because I be going in.
So an hour gonna be enough?
Okay. Just shut me down if I need to be shut down. But no, I started, you know, going to interviews and I was like, I really like talking to people. I enjoy doing that. So COVID happened, although we were talking about doing from the ground up, but then I was like, you know what? Well, we ain't doing nothing. Let's just go ahead and move forward with this. So
nice.
that's what we did. And then, but I had a deeper vision, right? And I said, I know that I like to do many different things, and I don't want to just be doing that alone. So since I know I write songs and I'm an indie artist when I feel like it, and I'm, doing the podcast, but I also like to go to events and capture the moments for people and get, just make the whole moment be a memorable moment.
Nice.
So we pull up and we do stuff like that for different people with events. But not only that, I also work with artists who, let's say there's a artist who struggles with presenting themselves
right
in a certain manner, like their brand, and they don't know how to do it. Like if I say, yo, let me get a flyer of you, and they don't have no professional photos, or they don't have an EPK, and they need certain stuff, I help them get all of their stuff in order. So that's another service that From the Ground Up provides to independent artists that's trying to get, up and coming, or that's already out, but not really a technical person, but they need, their stuff to be, packaged in a box.
Nice.
I got you. We do that.
She's a teacher, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, she's definitely be a teacher.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
So that's how From the Ground Up started, and then we started interviewing different people. We had a lot of different legends on our show, from the Force and D's. I know y'all. We were talking about old school artists, from the Force and D's to MC Shan to Greg Nice from Nice and Smooth. I mean, if you look, we have a long,
you gotta check it out. You gotta check it out, Tiny.
And we have a lot of different independent artists, which is also just as important, because I don't never like to put somebody over somebody else, right? If you dope and you grinding, you just as equal as everybody else. So we do independent artists and entrepreneurs. So what I said was, From the Ground Up is about really talking to creators. You know what I mean? A creator of music, a creator of a business, a creator of a brand. So that's pretty much what we do on From the Ground Up. Now we have other shows like The Imperfect Marriage, where me and my husband, we talk about things about marriage. And then we have Talk Therapy. And that's my time where I get to let it all out. Because since I can't go to therapy, I'm going to talk to y'all and let it out to y'all. And people can come on my show and do the same thing. So that's what From the Ground Up represents.
Ladi Miz.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So I checked out, I've been watching, your podcast, for the last few years. And one of the recent ones that I saw, it was pretty dope. You was interviewing somebody that's incarcerated right now.
Yes. So actually that is somebody that I knew for many, many years, grew up with. His name is Tyler Mix. He's in Elmira prison right now, and it's really bad there. I mean, look, prison, like I told him when we're talking, it's not like prison was always a sweet place to be, right? Everybody know that. Somebody could be like, well, it was always bad. Yeah, we know that, but it is it's on a different level now. You know what I mean? It is very different. A lot of the COs went on strike, so the inmates is really running the jail. But he talks about a lot of stuff that is going on behind those walls that people are unaware of. It's so bad that I know other people who are losing loved ones and they don't know if they're getting murdered or if they're killing themselves. So he's telling me, like, it's both. Because some people can't even deal with how bad it is there, that they rather take themselves out. And this is what he was like talking to me about on the interview. And you know what it reminded me of back in the days when they said, like, when they were talking about how the slaves was on the boats and they would just jump off, right? Because they couldn't take it. I'm like, damn, that's going on beside and behind those walls right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
So that interview was deep. And I was talking to him. I'm like, do you want to put it out? He was like, I want people to know what's happening here. You know what I mean? What's going on? So that was
and when he said that the National Guard was up there to working the prisons, and I'm saying that I knew about that because Khalik and a few other people, like one of our family members and other people that we know were sent up there as the National Guard to work the correctional facilities.
Well, let me tell you this one thing he said. So shout out to your peoples, because I don't know if you heard it. He said the National Guards is actually way better than the COs there and how they treat them. They're more understanding and more, helping them out. He said he didn't have tissue for a long time. He had to use a rag constantly to go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Now thinking we talking number 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, he asked the National Guard. They was like, hold up, and came and bought it. So, they're a little more lenient. I don't even want to say that word because I don't want to put the wrong message out there.
Right.
But they are, I guess, more respectful of the individuals, of the people, and being, they're humans at the end of the day.
True.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's what he said. Like they treat them better.
Right. And then other podcasts that you have, like I personally saw one where you was talking about if you want to do podcasts.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is right on time. Because the way we started doing this is my son's show, the AMF show.
And
My
we were
son,
the first interview on
Yeah.
his show.
Oh, you
Right.
would?
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
So,
Yeah, and then so it was my son's show, and he asked us if we wanted to do it because his
Mhm.
work schedule changed.
Okay.
So he asked us if we wanted to do it. So it was right on time that I saw yours, and I was like, because way back in the days, we was on public access.
yeah,
Rest
yeah.
in peace, my man Don. He called himself D Smart.
Okay.
He had like a video show, so we used to be on it with him.
Like,
you know,
co-host or
Yeah,
Right.
but we wasn't.
or
Well,
not he was the host and
right,
we
he
were
wasn't really doing the interview.
we weren't doing the interviews, but we was just like had
doing, like,
segments. We did little
skits.
segments and skits,
Yeah,
performance every now and then.
It was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Shake and Bake Variety Show. And for those of you that don't know, we used to come on every Tuesday and Thursday night at 7:30. That's almost prime time. And on Thursday nights, we came on right before Martin. So and we aired in Queens and the Bronx on public access. So that's why when we be uptown and people be like, yo, what up, man? Where you been? They probably saw us on the Shake and Bake Variety Show.
Okay.
Or it could have been in the T Connection, because we go way, way back in the Bronx too.
Peace to Azar. Peace to John Perry. All right.
John Perry said they came in with issues from home, the correction officers.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Probably so. But I ain't gonna bang correction officers. I got family that's correction officers as well.
No, I know people that's correctional officers,
but
too.
they know. But that don't like if you come from where we come from, then respect is respect.
Right.
So
right.
we're on the flip side. You ain't in the country club. You get what I'm saying? But we got a brother coming on, that's over an organization that help people that's wrongfully convicted. So we got that brother. He coming on in like 2 weeks.
Oh, dope.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Just want to give some
definitely
quick
need
shout
that.
outs. Yeah, just want to give some quick shout outs. Shout out Azar X. Shout out to my wife Darcel, my stylist, my manager. You know how that go. Special shout out to Cool Chin up. How you doing? King Charlie Prince said, "Hey, Queen Lady Miz."
What's up,
Shout out
Charlie
King Charlie Prince.
Shout out
Papa
Azar.
Don. Papa Don is in the building.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. The
Okay.
roof is on fire, baby. Don't be coming for me talking about, let me get my royalty check. 'Cause as soon as his song play, he write it down. He be like,
yeah. So and much respect to you. One of the first podcasts we did when we got back into the music was your
From
show.
the ground
Yes,
up.
yes.
It was
That's right.
All right, we got some
Open up the phone
Uh-oh, we
lines.
got the phone
the
line.
All right, that's
already
what's up.
open.
Yo,
Peace. Oh, you hung up? Whoever it is, you can call back. All right.
Don't be scared. Call back.
Okay. But
And just in case, just a reminder, the number's 516-206-0711 for everybody listening on Bars and Hoops Radio. It's 516-206-0711. Not if they listening on the radio. How can they see it from the radio? Yeah.
phone.
All right, answer the phone.
peace. Welcome to the AMF show.
You gotta turn down your radio, turn down your music, turn down whatever you're listening to.
This is the Prince of Luck. Can I get a job, please?
My man Prince of Luck, Chucky Chuck in the building. Rappamatical 5, Springfield Old School Reunion. What up, Chuck?
All right, a day in Springfield. What up, Chucky Chuck?
I'm just taking notes. I'm a pen and pencil out for the Superwoman right now. Whatever move she makes.
That's right,
All
Lady
right.
Miz.
Appreciate you,
We
the
gonna see
Prince
her-
of Luck.
We're gonna see her on June 28th.
That's right.
Saturday,
That's
June
right.
28th, doing her thing. You know, we added the Boogie Boys to the list.
All right, that's
All
what's up, Boogie Boys. I saw them when we
That's the
did the
Fly
old school
Girl
thing
thing, and then we
uptown.
added what's his name? Rob Chill Z.
Oh, Chill
I got
Rob
the
G?
Power.
Chill Rob G, fight the
Okay.
power.
Yeah,
That's
I got
what's
the
up. That's
power.
what's up. Yeah.
and we trying our best. Maybe tonight we know to land member more, but that's about it. After that, no more.
I got you.
Okay.
No doubt. No doubt.
Sound
That's a
like
nice
a
lineup.
sound like a
Oh,
dope ass
we
show.
got the Queen. We got the Queen gonna set it on fire, man. Gonna
So,
set it on
Lady
fire.
Miz, it's true. We gonna get to see you perform this year.
Maybe.
That's how
Every
what
time
you
I
told
be
me.
like, yo, I'm
That's
pushing
how what you
myself to
told
the
me.
songwriting.
I
category.
know, but
They
Yeah.
be trying to pull me back, and I be like,
Gotta pull her
Trying to-
back. Gotta pull
trying
her
to
back.
branch out a little bit.
no doubt, no doubt. I can't wait to hear
Alright.
some of these songs you wrote too.
Yeah,
I'm looking
yeah.
forward to
So
that.
so let's talk about because we have a few tracks that came from Lady Miz.
Yes.
Thanks
All
for
right.
calling in, Chucky Chuck.
Thanks for calling, Chuck. So let's talk about the tracks. Nah, yeah. Chuck is cool. That's
Chucky
cute.
Chuck, the Prince of Luck.
So let's talk about your songs, some of the
Yes,
songs.
yes. So all right. So I'm not sure which one to start with. I guess we could talk about All I Need.
Okay.
Okay.
All I Need is me featuring Contagious Funk. And pretty much really just talking about all I need is God. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that's all we do need most of the time, no matter
Yeah.
what goes wrong. You know what I mean?
Right,
I'm
right.
discussing that, certain things, keeping it simple, but
Right.
you know, to the point. You know what I mean? So that's
Nice,
what that is
nice.
about. Now the other songs that I have, like Deflection. And I forgot the ones that I sent over. I don't remember off the top of my head. Probably Pretty Like Me.
Pretty Like Me.
I like that one. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorites. I've
Yeah.
been listening to that
Yeah.
all week.
So yeah, depending on which one we talking about, Deflection was a relationship song.
Okay.
Big shout out to King Charlie Prince. See, what most people don't know is that I put that song out already with just me
Okay.
rapping
Oh.
on the Family Business album with me, my husband, my kids, my uncle, and
Okay.
some friends and
All
stuff
right,
like
that's
that.
dope. Family business.
And-
I like that.
There's a song called Call Me on there that I did. I'm rapping the whole thing. But what I wanted to do was turn that into an R&B song. Now, I'm not a singer,
Mm.
right? So, but I said, what if this song had an R&B vibe, right? So that's what I did. Are y'all familiar with Suno?
Suno. Heard it before.
Okay,
but
so
not
let me
sure.
tell y'all about that because a lot of people don't know about that. And listen, shout out to the DJs because I'm about to connect the dots,
All
right?
right,
Okay.
all right.
Suno, I don't make beats. I'm not a producer.
Right.
So no matter what, I would be going to a producer to get a beat. I
Right.
wouldn't be making it, right?
Right.
I write songs and I rap. I don't sing,
Right.
right? So I would have to outsource and look for a singer to sing my songs if I wrote them. Suno provides all of that for me.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so I
Okay.
get to create and write the song and let Suno create the beat, and it's a beat specifically for me. I have to prompt it.
Mm.
So it's like it's AI.
Oh,
Okay.
I was
Okay.
about to ask.
Yes, it's
Okay.
AI. A lot of people don't like it, but they're gonna get used to it, and they better get it on
Yeah,
top
because
of it.
producers be trying to charge a lot for beats now.
Okay, and then they resell the beat to this person that, and then you know I got songs where other people got the same beats. Now don't get me wrong, yeah, it happens, but
Yeah.
sometimes you know, especially when you want to come up or
Right.
you're an indie artist, it's like, wait a minute, how many people got this song? And let me tell you something that I learned. If let's say I bought the beat first from, I ain't gonna say the company because I don't want to do them like that. So
Right.
these people that be selling beats over and over to different artists.
Right.
And then you go to that same website and you say, well, damn, I like this beat. You can lease it and purchase it. Guess what happens when you
No.
put it out?
Okay. It came back up.
Oh,
Sorry,
guess
hold
what? No, it's okay. Guess what happens when you put it out? I get the credit because I put it out first. So the money's coming to me because it's registered to me. So you
Right.
see, it's a lot of stuff going on. So back to what I was saying. Suno is a program that creates a beat specialized strictly for me. And then if I could either rap on it because I rap, or I can have it create a voice of a singing voice for me.
Okay.
So I use that to create songs that I'm not specifically going to do, but songs that I write. Right.
Okay.
So when some people don't like it, and I get it because they're like, oh, well, it's not I'm not a singer anyway, and I don't make beats. So it wouldn't have never been me anyway. It would have been my lyrics. So this is the sound of my pen is what y'all gonna hear.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Nice.
And that's the album, right?
That's the album.
Okay.
That's the album. And guess what? When somebody say, all right, check it out. DJ Tiny over here. What's good, DJ Tiny? So check it out. Back in the days, how did y'all DJ? How'd you have to pull up when you pulled up? The crates, right?
Crates, records.
The records. You had to carry them bad boys, didn't you? All of that. You needed a team, didn't you? Yep. Do you have to do that now? No. It evolved. Now you got that. See, that's what Suno is. See, people, they might not want to get with it now, but they're going to have to get with it eventually because they ain't going to have no choice.
Because I'm going to get with it tomorrow.
Most people used to say, nah, it ain't DJ. Yo, you look your facts. Yo, people back in the day, but remember, they used to be like, oh, that's not DJing. That's not DJing, right? They tried to shit on it. I don't know if I cursed. Oh, okay. They tried to shit on it, right? Like, nah, it's not real DJing. But now, look at what they're doing.
That was somebody's job.
The producers, the engineers,
the engineers. That was everybody's job.
Program to do it.
And guess what I did? I saved myself a whole bunch of money, y'all.
That's what it sound like.
And I'm not. Listen, producers could use it too, just so they know. Producers, because guess who use it? Timberland.
Okay.
Timberland.
Okay.
Look it up. He used it like a regular, and I'm gonna be using it, and I am using it. Matter of fact, y'all gonna hear it today.
All right.
Here it go.
All right.
Let's get it.
Never gave up on me. I accept the process. I'm in work in progress. I'm here for a purpose. He never gave up on me.
Wait, we cut because he was giving y'all a taste. He was warming it up.
All right. Yeah, I like how that cleans it up. Nice.
Yeah, clean up. Shout out Tisha ate a lot. Tisha ate a lot. Red Cup Fair Sunday, 9 to 11.
I accept the process. I'm in work in progress. I'm here for a purpose. He never gave up on me. I accept the process. I'm in work in progress. I'm here for a purpose.
Thank God I made it another day. Times when all I can do is pray, asking God to take the pain away, hoping He'd take the shame away. When I ain't forgive me, the Lord forgave me. When I was lost, Lord, you saved me. You saved me. You saved me. You saved me. In front of my peers, I hold back tears, knowing there's times that I shouldn't be here, but He was right there. Thought I was alone, but He was still near. They threw stones, we gave protective gear to shield me in that atmosphere. That's why I'm still here. When I wanted to get back, He said let it go, 'cause revenge is mine. But I couldn't resist that, so I paid the price and did the time. The world creator, my Lord and Savior, the innovator, my motivator. Had the battles within myself, and You always been my moderator. My selfish action lead to your dissatisfaction.
Pay attention to them words.
Supposed to give you all me, instead I gave you me in fraction. We sinning, the devil's laughing. Bad habits, chain reaction. Lost grip, lost attraction. Asking God, how did this happen? My lowest point had me nervous, but You knew that I resurfaced. From praying hands to God's plan, I'm here for a purpose. He never gave up on me. I accept the process. I'm a work in progress. I'm here for a purpose. Never forget what You've done for me. When everybody judge me and turn their back on me. Never forget what You've done for me. I gave up on You, You never gave up on me. Never forget what You've done for me. You stuck to the blueprint, I had to learn the movement. Never forget what You've done for me. I ain't understand your footprints in the sand. Never forget what you've done for me. My purpose have always been your plan. Never forget what you've done for me. I'm here to tell my story. You get all the glory. Never forget what you've done for me. No more resistance of your existence. Never forget what you've done for me. For every bad intent, repent and prevent. Never forget what you've done for me. When I was down, you lifted me up. He said you gotta have faith, don't give up.
That's dope.
He never gave up on me. I accept the process. I'm in work in progress. I'm here for a purpose.
Right.
Yeah, word.
He never gave up on me. I accept the process. I'm in work in progress. I'm here for a purpose.
Yes. You already
Here
know,
for
baby.
a purpose, Lady Miz,
Here
the
for
writer.
a purpose.
We check it out. We hearing the sound of her pen, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Nah, Lady Miz, Kev was just asking something. What was you saying, Kev?
Who was singing that?
You see, that's what's so funny. Right now, hear me out.
Don't tell me that was AI.
Yo, yes, sir. Yeah, listen. Yes, sir. It is. He don't believe it. Yes, sir.
She just explained it.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to be nice about it. I was trying to be nice.
Damn.
Dope, ain't it? Listen. Now remember something. Here's what you got to do. You do have to prompt it though. It's not going to just give you what you know. You got to prompt it and really tell it how you want it to sound, certain things that you want it to do. You have to prompt it. But at the end of the day, what I like to also use it for is, let's say I need a reference track for a singer. If you was a singer and I said, hey, I got a song and you trying to figure out how to sing it. Well, boom, I take it, put it in this program.
It meshes what you doing. Damn.
Okay. 2025, baby. You already know. If you don't like it, you're gonna like it soon. You're gonna have to you ain't gonna have no choice.
The future is here.
Who we applaud? Like
You want well, first of all, applaud me. We're not gonna forget the writer, baby.
you put it together.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Okay, all right. Check this out.
Like
Beyond,
the orchestrator.
Let's say Beyonce, what's her name? Carrie Hilson? Was it Carrie Hilson? Did she write some of Beyonce songs? She wrote some of Beyonce songs, right? Do we discredit Carrie Hilson?
No.
She's a writer. That's what I am.
Right.
I'm a songwriter too. See, let me tell you something that's so important about this program for me. Because I rap and then I said, okay, I still like to write R&B songs, but I'm not a singer. Right? So check it out. Now, I don't have to hold that music in. You ever heard that saying, don't die with your music still in you?
Right.
This program gives me the opportunity to get it out.
Because
Okay.
this track that we worked on, I went, I got a female, to sing, on the track for me.
Right.
But all right, so this is the way.
Mesh it.
Yeah.
It'll match it up with the music and everything. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. So let's
see.
go.
I'm glad I was listening more to the lyrics. I wasn't paying that.
Shocked too. The audience is shocked.
Yo, Tisha Adelot said the song is fire.
Listen, it is fire, baby.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You know what? I could be on. Like, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You don't even know if a lot of these artists that you're listening to is really. Right. So here's my thing. I don't need to deceive nobody because people already know me. They already know I write. They already know that I was a rap. So they already know I was an artist, right? I've never been a producer. Right. So I'm gonna get my beat from there.
I'm shocked.
Okay.
It's bugging me.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Man, listen.
If we had social media.
Let me tell you what you're gonna be able to do right now. You're gonna be able to go there, now hold up. Let me just say this to make sure people understand. It's not a free program, right? So I do pay for it, and that's what makes it mine. So when it creates the beat for me, it's specialized specifically for me. It's not a beat that's for anybody else.
Published to you.
It's mine, and I copyright my music. By the way, so my music is copywritten too. So they ain't gonna be stealing my stuff. All right, you making my beat, I'm paying you. You giving me what I need. Boom.
Lawyers and all this so forth.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to talk to you about the lawyer? Because I can talk to you about the lawyer too.
You don't really need them until the project's done.
So Tiny, let's get another track. Another one of our tracks on there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So before he do that, first big shout out to my daughter Soraya Alexis on the check-in. Check this out. Okay. Here for a Purpose. Obviously, y'all heard that. I just want to let people know that song meant a lot to me because that was a song for me that I was like, I need to write a song talking to God. I have to understand, like when you ask me what I do a lot of things because I'm on this earth. I'm here for a purpose. Everything is a purpose. Everything that you do, that we do, it's a purpose behind it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I said from praying hands to God's plan, everything that happened for me or to me was God's plan. Nice. So I accept all of that. And I lost my brother. Rest in peace to my brother, Bobby Spitz, I call him. Yes. Yeah. So when I say I'm still here, that means that I'm there's a reason that I'm still here. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not wasting it on nothing. And if people don't like it, oh well, I'm moving on. I'm gonna still do me. Let's get to the next song.
All right. Just want to give a quick shout out to Lecture Scott Cook. Special shout out Mark Beckman. Special shout out Keith Sky in the building.
Yeah, what's up, Lecture?
All I need, Lady Miz, the writer.
With all the things that's going on,
oh yeah, that's my voice. Yeah,
it's a lot of people that's gone. A lot of people I mourn. I'm pushing, trying to stay strong, trying to right all my wrongs, trying to stay alive, cause this is where I belong. I was broken, trying to heal the pain, try to conceal the hurt, don't wanna feel. Can't eat, I'm skipping meals. I swear this can't be real. It's like I'm losing my faith. I'm running like a track star, but I ain't winning the race. I'm holding on by the grace of God. Smile, cause I got my pride. They used to see me strong, so I hold it all inside. I can't quit and let the pain win the race. I pray to God to give me strength, so I find it in His grace. I'm navigating in this cold, cold world. It is a struggle, surviving every day. Now that's my number one hustle. I feel it, I breathe it, I live it, I speak it. I'm trying to live right and find peace, so I seek it. Let's go. Oh,
All I need, baby.
Peace, Jessica. On the check-in.
God is all I need, not just in my time of need. On bended knees, paying dues in my daily fees. Only God can judge me, so the chatter really doesn't bug me. And even when I'm wrong, unconditional, God always loved me. In times of hurt and pain, on sad days when emotions drain, the easy out is copping out, and God's the easy one to blame. The question's always why, the answers always come up dry. Try to seek the preacher man, go find a church and pay your tithes. But God is never wrong. What's meant to be is meant to be. For you, it's a destiny. For God is prophecy. Simply prophetic. God is still His words like poetics. G.O.D. don't make mistakes, so there's no need to correct it. All I need
I see the fires on the board. I see the fire emojis on the board. Give me some more. Give me some more.
I humbly ask for your help in my time of need, so I can glow in your shadow and succeed.
That's fire. That's
Yeah.
Yes. So that had no AI involvement.
I knew I heard
That's
your
it.
voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
you
that's-
know, that's what's up.
That's a dope track.
A 16 on there. Big shout out to Contagious Funk, who is also featured on that song. And big shout out to Lot Picasso, who is the producer of that track.
Shout out La Picasso. I heard he's gonna be
out
out there on the day in the park in Springfield on June 28th.
Yes. So
All
you know, I mean, look, I'm still working with the producers too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But listen,
yeah.
when I just want to get the music out, or I just want to create something, and I can't get to the studio, or I can't get a beat from somebody, or
Right.
whatever the case may be, and I want to get the work done, it's Suno for
Okay.
me, baby. I'm gonna write my joints and put it out.
Suno.
That's what's up.
And then look, cut my check, because I'm over here really promoting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Suno
Yeah.
sound like a Japanese anime.
Yeah.
Suno.
You
Cut
know?
the check.
All right. Yeah, so we gonna do another track before we go on with the interview. Let's do another track. And which one is this?
This is Reflection.
Reflection.
This is the one I said I put out.
I put my trust in you, I say loving you, but I'm so confused. I put my feelings in your hands, now they're feeling bruised. Gave you all of me, so why I am feeling used? Thought I had a winner, so how did I lose? Gave you the best of me, now I'm asking God if he's testing me, cause the pain you causing is stressing me. Is this a sign to move on or a time to be strong? My strength is being tested, I'm trying to hang on. But if I stay and I knew he was wrong, would I be a fool cause I caused my own storm? My inner soul is speaking, so I know I gotta listen. My heart or my mind, y'all, that's a tough decision. Maybe choosing you was a bad decision. Believing your words or my intuition, you got me wishing that I never met you, cause the pain you caused made me regret you. Oh no, oh. My soul is calling, but you ain't reaching back. My soul is calling, but you ain't reaching back. Maybe for my own protection. Cause when you pick up, there's always deflection.
Peace, Soraya.
Yo. When I was down, you wasn't holding me up. This a distraction, slowing me up. Ran out of love, but I'm about to re-up. See, I deserve love, I ain't gonna give up. You wanted a snack, I was a meal. No second chances, no need to appeal. After everything I seen or heard, you ain't a man of your word. I'm wifey material, you chasing them birds. I get approached by men with class. Why you out here chasing hood rats because they got a fat ass? Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to build. You in the house comfy, I'm in the field. I'm pissed, I'm in my bag. I was everything you wish you had, but you treated me bad. You see, I deserve better, ain't accepting mediocre. I fought for this, now I'm glad it's over.
But you ain't reaching back. My soul is calling, but you ain't reaching back. Maybe for my own protection, cause when you pick up, there's always deflection. Oh no.
Shout out to Jate. Ask you dances in the building.
But you ain't reaching back. My soul is calling.
Yeah, Keith Scott says she definitely got to put this in the rotation. That's what's up.
My own protection, cause when you pick up, there's always deflection. Oh,
Because I didn't download it correctly.
Oh, okay.
So I just sent it.
Peace, Kadea. Kadea James in the building. Just celebrated the birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right. So, Kadea birthday was the 31st.
Oh,
Yeah. And happy birthday to Kev.
Yeah, my man Cav Young. Happy
legend.
birthday.
The legend in the building.
now you more legend though.
I'm only
But that's
40.
Yeah, okay. No, but those tracks is they dope. And the
Thank
name
you.
of the album.
The name of the album is called The Sound of My Pen, which is what I wanted people to hear and understand what that whole album was about. Although I am rapping on some of the tracks, I wanted people to know that it's my writing that I
That's
want you to
just-
focus on. The sound of my pen.
Okay. So the sound of my pen, Ladi Miz, all streaming services.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you know, that is another thing that I wanted to make sure that I put out there. Because I said, okay, as you get older and you evolve, your message now, I ain't gonna lie, back in the day, I was talking a little reckless, right? I mean, you know how it is. You young, you wild for the night. That's how I was. But as you get older and I started to change and I started to evolve and my mindset was different, people seen me as a little more on the rougher side before, but I'm like, I'm not even that person no more. You know, like I might be like live like that, but I'm not how I used to be. So what I wanted to make sure I put out there was music that was, even though I have a lot of positive music, once I got back into rapping, I have a lot of positive music, but I still was rapping, you know, hood stuff. But I wanted them to see me differently. I wanted them to understand that my writing skills is not just about talking about like other stuff. It's also talking about love and relationships and uplifting and God and all positive stuff that we need in the industry and we need in our culture. You understand what I'm saying? All around the board. I wanted to be able to bring that. And also for those who is still trying to get me to be Misery, because that's who I was before.
That's how you never knew that's where that came from.
Misery. That's where we dropped because I was a little hardcore back then. So now it's Ladi Miz, right? I turned it down and I'm a lady. You know, so
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, once again, everybody listening, Kev, on Balls and Hoops Radio, the phone lines is open. The number is 516-206-0711. I'll repeat, 516-206-0711. Come on. Let's go to work.
All right, Cindy Howard, say what's up, Ladi Miz.
What's up?
Okay, so we already covered the podcast, right?
Yes.
So and then and now we did the music.
Yes.
You know, so let's talk about, because when I started, I said you're an author. Let's talk about the books.
Absolutely.
All right.
So
now.
Okay, go ahead.
How many books have you written?
All my books I wrote. Okay, because I'm always the writer, baby. That don't ever stop. So I wrote 4 kids books, but the first book that I wrote was Broken Then Healed. That was about my life, right? So I wanted to, let me back it up. When I decided to write a book is because I had stopped doing music. And music, I was writing my rhymes ever since I was 11 years old, right? Listening to Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, the show was my first time that I ever wrote a rhyme. Just listening to their stuff, I started writing their lyrics down, and then I was just like, wait a minute, I could just write my own lyrics. And that's how I started writing, you know, for writing rhymes. But music was always an outlet for me, right? So that was my way to get out certain things I was going through, but it also took my mind off of my struggles and my pain, right? So when I stopped doing music, I had no outlet. So I was like, oh God, what am I supposed to do?
Right? I gotta do something.
It seemed like it was an easy crossover though.
Yeah, because I'm writing.
Dougie Fresh and
the
storytelling.
Right. True.
So you took it from that, and it was an easy little transition.
Exactly. And that's another thing as far as my style. Like I know some people want a lot of metaphors and like stuff like that with their rapping, but when I learned how to write and rap, it was through storytelling. So a lot of when you hear my lyrics, you're gonna hear a story more than anything else. Like because that's how I write. That's my style of writing. Okay. So I decided that if I ain't have no outlet, you know what I'm gonna do? I have to write. So that's when I started writing about my life, of which started in Philly because I'm originally from Philly. Okay. So it started there, and then I just let everything out. Okay. And it started there. So then I started doing kids books. I'm like, I want to do something different. Kids books is hard though, because you need an illustrator, and I don't know how to. I don't know how to draw. I'm trying to look for AI to see if it can draw. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a drawing, y'all. Hey, they got it, but you know what? They do have the drawing, but when I look at it, I be like, nah, they ain't ready yet.
Little brown stick figures.
Yes, but so yeah, I have the memoir. I have the 4 kids books. 2 of them is about my kids. So I'm using their names, and then I have like a journal, which it's called 30-Day Manifestation. It's a journal to help people accomplish a goal, and it has affirmations and stuff like that within the book. So let's say you want to accomplish, let's say you want to do a podcast, which you already have, right? If you didn't have that, you would say this is what your goal is, and now you got 3 things on how you're going to work on that goal, and then you're going to speak life into it. That's where the affirmations come in. And then if you stumble across anything that is a block for you, now at the bottom of that at night, you got a journal and say, well, what was your issue and what are you going to do better next time, or how you going to get past that? So it helps you to get over those humps that come in the way. You know what I mean? So that's what that book is. And it's like I said, that's a small book as well too. Keep it short and sweet so it's not overwhelming, because I know people don't want to read today. They want to watch videos.
People don't want to read. My wife get on me all the time about that. Shout out Darcy.
Yeah, yes. But let me just say my last book, which I'm telling everybody, everything is available on Amazon. But my last book that I just wrote is called For the Sake Of. And this is about relationships. Like, why do people stay in the relationships? For the sake of what? Is it for love? And if it's not for love, then that means you probably there for money. You could be there for kids. You could be there because of religion. You could be there because you're just scared to be alone. Right? Yeah. People got so many different reasons why they stay. You know? Okay. All of them, yes. So that's so that was my last book that's available on Amazon. All of them I use my publishing company, because I do have a music publishing company and a book publishing company.
I was going to ask about that. So you already spoke on it.
I told you stop me when you need to.
I don't need to, because you saved me the trouble having to ask, because I know you got publishing, but see, now I know it's music and book publishing. And that's good to know, because I'm writing The Birth of the Almighty. So.
Yes. And for anybody, just to drop some gems, some people be like, well, how do you start a book publishing? It's an LLC. See, some things people think is so complicated, and it's not that complicated. Right. Your LLC is your business, and that's your publishing company. And then you just register that, and then you just get your numbers, the ISBN numbers for the back of the book, and you attach that to your publishing company. Now, when you put your books out, that's how it all connects.
So
you understand?
Do all this online?
Yeah, you could do everything online.
Well, Raheem, what she's describing, Almighty Force Entertainment, Inc. Turned into Almighty Force Entertainment Publishing. We on that page.
Okay, you already know.
We ain't write the book yet. We ain't write the book yet.
But it's coming though. Okay, it's coming.
No doubt.
Okay, and I saw on social media, like you doing like a film, like a.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
hey, didn't I say the hardest working black woman in the biz? It's Ladi Miz.
It's me. You already know.
That's why I said it's an hour enough. That's what I'm talking about, yo. Yeah. But yeah. Go ahead.
Yes. No, it's cool. So, as I said before, from the ground up productions, right? So it was important for me to want to do different things under from the ground up. It's the umbrella. So I want to act, I want to do film, I want to do all that. But I said, do you think I'm gonna sit here and wait for somebody to give me the opportunity to do it? I'm not doing that because I don't know if the opportunity is ever gonna come. And guess what? I know that I need people, but I don't want to have to kiss nobody's ass. I ain't trying to. So I'm just saying. All right. So I'm just saying. Look, I said I got to get out here and do what I got to do. But let me tell you something. First of all, the short film is called Hood Pain, right? Hood Pain is a song off of the Family Business album. Okay. So what I did was I said, well, this it's a meaning, the pain that you go through, the struggles, right? So Hood Pain. So that's the name of the film. Now, I learned a lot doing this because I'm always, I could do it, but you can't do every damn thing. Right. Okay. Right.
I know you tried, but
I did. But one thing is reality snap you back in
No
place.
doubt,
Like,
no
look,
doubt,
sit
no
down
doubt.
and you need somebody, right? So, but what I really learned doing this film, this is just the start of it. I have 10 films already ready to go. I'm waiting for 50 Cent. Where you at? Okay.
That production company word.
But I really learned the importance of every single person that really matters. And it's not that I didn't think like that before, but sometimes, and this is me being transparent, sometimes you could take people for granted, right? And or just overlook what somebody might be doing. Now, somebody just holding a boom mic or just pressing a button, all of those things matter. Somebody making sure the lighting is good,
right.
You know,
right. My
somebody
man Tiny making sure the cameras is lined
yeah,
up.
yes. Listen, let me tell you something. Think about it. If we have to do that ourselves, or we got to go over there, you got to look.
Yeah,
and now that's
yeah.
distracting you from really just being able to talk.
True,
so
true.
every person and everything matters. You know what you do, what you're doing. And shooting this film, I wanted to I have a lot of other stuff, but I said the only way I'm going to learn how to do this is if we just do it. So my husband, my kids, big shout out to 3A Media. It's going to go on his network, which I'm okay with because he came through and said, I'll shoot it for you for nothing, but you got to put it on my network. Sign the contract for a year.
Okay.
So I'm cool with that. I get to get the experience now. Now I get to learn from my mistakes, and I learned a lot doing this film. It's a short film, but I learned a lot.
And it's an exposure, right? And
absolutely.
Can I ask, your mistakes are not costing you any money, is it?
Yes and no. And
not much.
What you mean for the film or just in general?
Mistakes in general.
Oh yeah, no, mistakes definitely cost me money. Oh, you kidding me? Mistakes. Let me tell you something.
That's a silent assassin. You don't hear nothing.
He like, yeah, because that's my money too, damn it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you.
It's all about the corner.
Yo, for real. But
Ray, the silent assassin in the building.
But it sounds like with all this technology, it's kept to a minimum.
Yeah, no. So I would say, listen, I think the first year when I decided I wanted to rap again, I spent like $30,000 that first time.
Wow.
And my husband, shout out to my husband. I always got to give props to my husband because I told him
he's
come
the
over
silent
here.
assassin. He don't get on camera.
But he be on camera with me.
He be on camera on her show. He just don't say nothing.
Everybody see his face.
But yo, he built me a booth. He built the booth he went to Home Depot, got the wood, all of that stuff, and built because I said, you know what, I'm tired of that. I gotta keep asking and running to other places and waiting on them. And I'm like, I just want to get up. If I'm feeling to get in the booth, I want to be able to do that.
That's dope.
So he built the booth, but I made a lot of mistakes, and this is why I tell people to stay learning technology and do not be afraid of AI. It's going to save you a lot of money. I made a lot of mistakes, and I did waste a lot of money spending things because I was not evolving with technology. I stopped rapping for like 10, 15 years.
Wow.
Right? Didn't even like rapping at all. I wasn't doing nothing. Right. So when I finally decided to get back into it, I'm like, damn, I came back with the mentality of the pop the trunk days. Like you got to, the old school way.
Selling
and then
out the trunk,
people was taking advantage of me because things have changed. So I'm paying for stuff, and of course they're gonna take your money, right? So I'm paying for stuff, and I'm like, damn, I paid for that. When I realized, I was like, I didn't have to pay for this, I didn't have to pay for that. So now I learn how to do my own CD covers. I know how to do. I do my book covers. I mean, I learn to save money. Right. Now I'm not saying that it's worth it to spend money sometimes, you know, because you can't do everything.
True,
but I made a lot of mistakes that it did cost. Yeah, it did cost.
Before the technology.
No.
During the technology.
During the technology because I was not up on it.
You learned
right. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, just a quick question, Lady Miz. So if somebody's looking for your books on Amazon, they look it up by Lady Miz or
Lady from the ground up?
Everything is Ladi Miz. I spell lady with an I, so it's LADI MIZ. I have a
Nice.
website, ladymiz.com. They can go there. They can, if they go to the menu, they'll see everything that I do.
Okay.
The books,
okay.
the music, everything is on there. The podcast.
Okay,
You're gonna find
okay.
everything there, but I keep it very simple and easy. It's Lady Miz everything. Even if you Google me, I'm gonna come up. You know, I made sure that I did enough work to make sure if somebody Google me, they could find me. So yeah, they could Google it and they'll find me.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's
So
up.
so you know, it's winding down. We really appreciate you coming through.
For sure.
I
For
You know,
sure.
we're
appreciate
looking
y'all
forward
having
to
me.
this.
Man, I
we're
couldn't
looking
wait. I
forward
was
to
sitting
this.
back. I was like,
All right.
Lady Miz coming on the show. I'm in the building. That's right.
All right.
Nah, I appreciate y'all having me on. I
Yeah,
love it. I
yeah.
love it. It's dope too.
Yeah.
Of the show.
So you know, we asked the guests to give words of encouragement for anybody that's out there. So if you could just give, you know, a few words of encouragement to anybody that's out there right now that's looking to do things, you know.
Yes. And I know this probably, I say this a lot when I'm on like people's show, but I'm gonna keep saying it because I want it to stick.
Yeah.
My words would be to never be a prisoner to other people's thoughts about who you are. And when you think like that, then that is when you are really truly free. Because most people don't do things or move forward with stuff or don't accomplish nothing because they're so worried about what other people are going to think about them. If they make a mistake, will people laugh at them? You know, but for me, I always look at it like, even if I fell, I won. Because in my failure, I am learning a lesson and I'm going to turn that into something. You
Nice,
understand?
right,
So the
yes.
moment that I stop caring about what people think about me, like, oh, well, I do music, but you didn't get this amount. And so what? But I did it and I accomplished it and it's out. And you don't have to like it, but they like it. You know what I mean? So it's good for me. If somebody say, hey, your music, it changed me or, you know, it made a difference. That means I did my job. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Just do not be a prisoner to other people's thoughts. That's my main thing.
Okay. That's dope.
fire.
That's dope.
20 minutes left.
Yeah. So
Damn, that's it.
Yeah. It go fast when you're having fun. But so we like to ask. So who your best artists?
Oh God.
Yeah, we're gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because I have so many different artists that I like.
Okay,
I really love a lot of artists, but if we're talking industry, people always gonna attack me for this, but I love Jay-Z. I love Nas. Those are still like my favorites. I like Nicki Minaj. And guess what, y'all? I like Lotto. I don't know if y'all, you know.
La Picasso, you know.
No, not that one, but no, I like Lotto too. Big shout out to Lotto. I ain't trying to do
Lotto from
the chick, Lotto. I really like Lotto. Yeah, so it's like,
I like her
when
too.
we talk about females, it's like Lotto and Nicki Minaj. Those are like my two females. And then listen, Jay.
How about
Jay
groups?
and 50.
She dark skin brown, Lotto?
No, she
light
more
skin.
light
She
skin.
No,
actually light
Lotto,
skin.
Lotto's light skin.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
Doechie's
Doechie's dope
She ain't no
too.
joke.
Yeah.
nice.
She got a song called Denial of a River or something. That joint is
Yeah,
fire.
that's fun. Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
that one remind me of like a Slick Rick. Her flow on there, it was
Doechie is nice.
fire.
Yeah,
she's
nice.
She's
yeah.
dope.
She really can flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this other chick, the Divine is bringing on Baby LaFleur. Yo, you gotta hear. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah. Send me.
Like
send
she
me.
is. I was like, yo, I don't know no female that really be spitting like this.
Going in like that.
You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
the chicks is doing their thing now. They
that's real
listen.
talk.
The females is doing
You
their
know?
thing.
So what about groups? Who your best group?
Oh boy, groups.
Yeah.
Oh man. You know, it's so crazy because when somebody asks you now, your mind go blank. You can't even think. And me,
You can name two.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Run DMC as the past. In the present, there's groups now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's no groups out now.
Who is the present right now? That's a group.
There's no present groups. Not in hip hop, not in R&B. There's no groups no more.
Yo, you heard them? Them boys is nice.
See, well,
Costa Nostra.
Oh, okay.
No, you got to go with me. Everything is old school with me. I'm going back.
Right, bro, them boys
A
is
big
nice,
shout out
though.
to Onyx and MOP.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Onyx.
Salt and pepper.
Shout out Pedro. Shout out Suave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out Fredro. Right.
Hip hop was hip hop.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta
you gotta check.
They
You
from
gotta
Philly?
check them out.
Oh, word. Okay.
I'm not
All
sure
right.
where they
Big shout
from.
out to Philly. You
All right.
already know.
But,
215 and
you know, we are-
845.
But we out of time now, right?
Okay.
So thanks again, Miz. Thanks, Ray, Silent Assassin in the
Yes.
building. Thanks from the ground up.
Yeah.
You know, gracing us with your presence.
Yes.
You know, it was fun.
Yes.
You know, thank you for everybody that tuned in. You know, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Every Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Check us out.
Thanks. Get it.
Wanna thank y'all for tuning in. Love y'all, tune in again. Like Steels be saying, tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in to the Legend Edition.
I'm singing for playing most supreme right here. 6 feet still can beat the whole damn dream team. With power, I devour any man in my way. Crown Prince of offense.
Yeah, I always forget when people say, "Oh, you know, your mind go blank."
I
I'm
know.
like,
Who in the
we industry that's out. That's a group, and then I'm like,
Yeah, there ain't no groups now.
Is there
Oh,
are there any groups now? I don't know.
Only the locks now. They still.
The locks.
The
yeah.
Lock.
Oh, shoot. See,
And then
I forgot
unless you
about
say
the Lock.
Wu Tang,
Yeah.
because all of them is coming. All of
Yeah,
them
they
is
still
coming back
performing.
out.
Yeah, they still performing.
You took the picture already?
Yo, Tiny, you can do one. You can do
Oh,
We're gonna take it behind the mics and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
out in the open. All right.
Yeah, I guess let me sit back there.
Y'all sitting down?
Yeah. Yeah. Just sit back down.
All right, man.
Sit down. Nigga.
All right, then move over, nigga.
Let me see that.
All right.
Oh, you sent me that picture, right?
Huh?
That Tiny is taking.
Yeah.
Peace.
The conference. What's the name of this picture?
Got it. Okay. The name of it. We gotta
gotta
come up with a
pick
name
up-
now.
Come up with a
You
name.
know what? I want my picture now. Don't leave yet.
Tiny, you
Tiny, just take this for me.
because he think I ain't gonna send it to him.
Oh, wait for it
Let me sit back there.
Oh, you got the tough guy.
Oh, what are you doing, yo? What
I'm
is
doing my
this?
superhero pose.
Why are you pointing at her? Captain America over here.
Captain Black America.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
This is
that.
my water right here.
Yeah.
You know, back in we.
Oh yeah, you still need my phone.
Absolutely. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. 100%. We taking something standing too, or
Yeah,
that was it?
right out
Okay.
here in the middle.
Okay.
In front of the DJ booth.
Oh,
Yes.
you ain't cut us off again, Ken.
Say right here everything
Oh.
we just said for the last 5 minutes.
Good thing we wasn't talking about nobody. They still listening.
Well, look, this time.
You know when people don't hang up, they be like, "I'm gonna stay on the phone." They didn't hang up.
And